Okay. Time to talk about our weather, and Mark's the guy who handles that for us. He's our chief meteorologist.
It's going to be warmer, though, right? Tomorrow. Did you say? I think you said Wednesday.
Yeah, no, it will be a little warmer. You're right.
Okay.
But
warmer rain.
This cool pattern. I don't see a warm and sunny pattern for at least a week.
Okay.
We were kind of spoiled last month, weren't we?
Yeah, it was pretty darn dry. I mean, the ground was. We did need the rain, but you know, sometimes it can wear out as well come over time. But it's fine. We've got dry weather right now. Look at that. Downtown Portland is dry. We've got some sun breaks. Kind of a refreshing spring evening out there. The last evening of April. For this year, 52 degrees. Our Discover Newport cam, dry there as well. But in between, plenty of showers. You can see showers coming over the Blue Mountains there. That's looking north from the Eastern Oregon University camera up there in Northeast Oregon and La Grande, of course. And you can see showers pretty widespread across the state. We have a cool pool of air moving across the state, kind of rotating through the middle of the state, northern part of the state, I should say. It's centered over north central Oregon right now, which means as it moves farther east, it'll take more of the showers with it. I see one fresh lightning strike just north of Santiam Canyon. This is over National Forest, but between Mill City and Detroit there. And then a fresh, oh, no, we got one new strike there. Oh, just south of Colton. I got to try to mention Colton a lot in my newscasts. But also just south of Brightwood, we've got a fresh strike here, too. So these are headed in, well, they're in the Cascade foothills. They're going to head deeper into the Cascades. Now, as for the rain, a third of an inch today. That was the wettest day since last Thursday, but still we clearly will end up about an inch below average. It will go down as a warmer and drier than normal month. But May starts with dry weather. I think that's a big message tomorrow. Good bicycling weather tomorrow to be clouding up. What do we see ahead? Well, this cooler and wetter than normal pattern continues the next 7 days or so. Dry days, that's what we're looking for, some dry days now. It's tomorrow and then a good chunk of Thursday. And there are hints that the warmer and sunnier pattern could return the end of next week, maybe around May, what would that be, May 8th or 9th, somewhere in there. But for the kids in the morning, just chilly, dry. In the afternoon, pretty cloudy, comfortable. We've got that second weather system that came through today. Remember, the other one came through yesterday. Third is out here, and that's the one that comes in tomorrow evening. Here's the timing on that. You notice tomorrow morning, it's just partly cloudy right there. And then by tomorrow afternoon, the showers are already on the coast. Thursday, we start with a sprinkle, but Thursday afternoon, quite a bit of drying. All right, so Portland, increasing cloud cover tomorrow. I think we'll top out just under 60. That is below average for this time of the year. The 7-day forecast then, it's hard to find a dry day. I do think a good chunk of Thursday will be dry for Riel. A little warmer here, low 60s, maybe low to mid 60s Friday. But now we're thinking the rain comes in at some point Friday afternoon, so maybe it won't be that warm. And in general, a cool weekend that looks kind of wet, especially on Saturday.